Today, you're going to get to meet a very special guy named Caden. Caden graduated from Liberty University with an interdisciplinary studies degree, aka a Chipotle major, in just 11 months. And what makes this really special is that, yes, while it is possible to graduate from Liberty in 11 months, it's really hard to do because you have to take these standard length 8-week courses. You got to take at least 10 of them. And then you got to do all the hacking and all the rest of the stuff and the planning and the putting together and the application and the transferring and all the stuff. And to get that done in 11 months is hard. But Caden did all of this while working full time. This is a amazing feat of college hacking. I'm really excited for you to get to meet Caden. So here you go.
Graduated high school. Knew I wanted to do college, and I knew I wanted to do it online because the college experience isn't something I was interested in. And I was deciding between community college and Liberty. I really want to do Liberty, but it's expensive. So I'm looking for, any way to make it cheaper. And I see something called Sophia. Who's Sophia, right? And I look up a YouTube video on what is Sophia Learning. And I found a college hack talking about Sophia Learning. One thing led to another, and I'm in a meeting with Lauren, and now I have a degree. It was amazing.
What was there about you that made you receptive to the idea of college hacking? Because most high schoolers are like, they don't even think about that kind of thing.
I mean, I'm someone who's really motivated by a sense of accomplishment. So even in school, I wouldn't care about anything else except getting it done fast and right. And so I would find myself a lot of times in classrooms getting things done first and then just sitting nothing to do. When COVID happened, everything went online. I didn't have to sit in a classroom for an hour when I finished, and it just put me on a path where I was able to do it at my own pace.
You come out of high school, you graduated, you're thinking, I want to go to Liberty. It's too expensive because, for anybody who doesn't know, it's easily over $120,000 with room, board, tuition fees, and all the rest of that stuff for 4 years. You hop into an appointment with Lauren. You decided to go for interdisciplinary studies, right?
I actually, before I even got in the interview with Lauren, I was doing Sophia credits, and I registered at Liberty. I had 30 credits through 10 from high school and 20 from Sophia. And I was on a financial track, business finance. That's when I met with Lauren, and she showed me, because I never even heard of what interdisciplinary was before. I was like, this is everything I ever wanted. Really, I'm a health nut, but also business, right? I don't want to work in, the human body. I don't want to work in health. And so the ability to combine those two areas of study into one degree just advanced me even further.
Then you hop into the meeting with Lauren, who, for anybody who doesn't know, she's our chief academic advisor and officer here at College Hacked. That was June of last year. You had 30 credits to your name, and now you're graduated. How did you finish 90 credits, including, all the residential Liberty classes in under a year?
I registered Liberty classes starting in the summer. So I never had, a full semester of Liberty classes because it was spread out. So I constantly had Liberty classes going. While in the background, I was doing Sophia classes and study.com classes.
You knocked out, I assume, 60 more Sophia and study.com credits then?
Right.
And then you did the minimum 30 at Liberty. You got a bunch of stuff waived at little, self-promo. We know how to help people get extra classes at Liberty waived when they transfer in stuff. You were telling me before we started talking here that your last class was interdisciplinary studies, like the capstone. What was so crazy and wild about that particular class?
That put everything together because, Cliff, you used to work at Liberty University and you pretty much put that class together. So I registered for that class, I opened and play the first video, and it's you and ending my final class with Cliff.
Dude, I'm so glad that you found that entertaining. I should clarify to people, Liberty doesn't give me a dime for sending people to Liberty, in case anybody's worried about that. No school does. Let's talk final totals then. When did you first start taking your first Sophia course? We'll count that as the beginning.
Probably May.
And then when did you finish your last Liberty course?
My last Liberty course was April of the next year.
So 11 months. It was even better than I thought. That's insane, man. That is insane. What was your final cost for all of this?
It was under $15,000.
Yeah, and for those of you who watch the channel, you know that we can get prices down below $5, but if you're wanting to go to a school like Liberty, they've got great customer service, tons of degrees to choose from. For those who are interested, it's got a great Christian perspective that they bring to education. You got to pay a little bit more. Apparently that was worth it to you, and you ended up getting a full bachelor's degree for under $15K, man. That is incredible, Caden. You're an inspiration to a lot of us out there. And I know I said this at the beginning, but I'll remind everybody, this dude is 19. He's literally 19. He graduated high school and jumped into classes, and here he is. If any of you guys are worried, like, oh, this isn't for me, especially you young people who are watching, maybe people who are in high school thinking, oh, how am I going to pay for college? Is college even worth it anymore? I guarantee you guys, it absolutely is, and Caden's proof of that right here. Do you have a big piece of advice or a final piece of advice you would give to people who were in your same situation last April or last May?
Your research, see what options are out there for anything in life, but especially this. I had a buddy that I worked with, because I worked, by the way, throughout doing this degree. I worked full time and did it.
Oh, wait, really?
And somebody I worked with dropped out of college, wasn't meant for the college experience, and he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. He is doing college hack now, and he dropped out a couple years ago, and he's caught right back up on track. So even if you went to college, decided it wasn't for you, do your research. Paths are out there, and God is amazing.
Yeah, and I think like a really good thing we can pull from that too is that college is not a race, but if you're going to race against anybody, race against yourself. Caden, thanks for being on, man. Thanks for inspiring me and for everybody else watching, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Cliff.
And if you want to hack Liberty University or any other school out there so that you can graduate college quickly and inexpensively and build a career that you love, check out the link in the description. We'd be happy to help you in one of our consultations. Our clients often graduate, like Caden, in under a year, and many of our clients graduate much, much cheaper depending on the school that they go to. We've even had people graduate for under $2,000, which is insane. Not going to say that that's going to work out for everybody, but we can get most people pretty close. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Caden, for being on. Huge inspiration to all of us, and happy hacking.